Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. So we're pulling up to Selena's Tire and Wheel in Westminster to pick up Andrew's Tundra. Fresh out the shop with some wheels, tires, and lift. Where's she at? Where's she at? Oh, I'll take those.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. All right, Andrew dropped this thing off 3 days ago. You had it done the next day.
The next day.
Selena's Tire and Wheel, Westminster.
That's right.
Jose, I'm telling you, give him a call. Get your stuff done right. See you later.
I
I'll see you later. Whoa. Woo! Dude, this thing is insane. Wow. What a difference, dude. No trimming has been done yet, so it's gonna rub. It's not rubbing on level ground, but it's gonna rub if we hit a dip too hard, hit a driveway too hard, and kind of flex the wheel up while we're turning. It'll hit either the skirt on the inner side of the fender, or that crossbar for sure. Let's go. Andrew wasted no time getting this thing done, so I'm gonna walk you guys around the new setup on his truck right here, but give you guys a little side-by-side here. Both these trucks are sitting on the Rough Country 6-inch lift kit. Andrew opted for the M1 strut assembly here in the front, and then he has the M1 shocks in the rear as well. We both have the exact same lift kit as far as everything else goes on this kit to achieve the 6 inches of lift. Cruise over to my side here. I have the Vertex coilovers here in the front with the external reservoir and the adjustable dampener there. On the fly, right there is a knob up top. You can switch that between setting 1 and 8, and it's also there. Wow, I can't twist it apparently, but yeah, there's also the piggyback here in the rear with the adjustable dampener as well. So that's the main difference between our two kits. Guys, and just like that, the Tundra is all wrapped up. The Platy looking right on the 6-inch kit from Rough Country with the M1 strut assembly in the front there and the shocks in the rear. Came out good. Kanati all-terrains wrapped around the 18-inch Method wheels in satin black. Pretty cool looking setup. A very mean and clean setup. The glossy black details around the fender flare there, around the wheel well. This gray is really cool. I love the gray on the black. It looks really nice together. It has a black exhaust tip on there, the black wheels now, and the black fender flares. So I'm picking Andrew up from the airport at LAX tonight around 10 p.m. and showing him his brand new setup on his brand new 2023 Tundra Platinum. I can't wait to show him, but yeah, dude, here it is. All finished out. Thank you. Huge shout out again to my guys over at Selena's Tire and Wheel Westminster. They got this thing done so quick in a 1-day turnaround. It's absolutely insane. But anyways, I'm gonna show you guys kind of how everything sits and more of the specs on what we have going on here right now. So I'll start with the lift kit. So it's the 6-inch lift kit, which by the way, you can get into that lift kit right there for a very affordable price. If you want to get just the lift kit with spacers and retain your factory strut assembly in the front, and the rear shock, and just get some spacers to space everything down, you're looking at right around $1,650, I believe, on Yoda Garage's website at the time of filming this video. A lot of things I have on my Tundra, I found on Yoda Garage's website. They have a lot of stuff to offer, so I'll have everything linked down below in the description of this video for you guys. Check out their website. They have a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, you can configure the lift kit in a couple different ways, but you can get into it for a super affordable price of right around $1,650, including the lift kit, which has everything you need to retain your factory angles. Here is not a spacer kit. It did come with the M1 strut assembly there in the front, which is a step above the N3s. You can configure this thing with the N3s or pay about, I think it's, and with the N3s, I believe it's 2,200 bucks if you want to get the N3s on front and rear with the 6-inch kit. You can actually do just a Vertex in the front if you want as well. So you can do the Vertex in the front, that's right around I think $3,300. And then if you want Vertex on front and rear, it's right around $4,000. So, all right, so I'm switching to my phone because the lighting is way better on my phone when crawling into darker environments. But yeah, I'm gonna crawl underneath the Tundra here and show you guys what's going on down here. So there is cutting required, by the way, with this lift kit to install this this cross member right here. So keep that in mind if you are going with this kit right here and you maybe lease the truck and plan on returning it. This kit does require some cutting, as you guys can see right there. So that's all cut up. And we also have the bump stop extension back here. It's got the lasered RC logo right there. I can assure you guys, this will not be the last time you guys see this truck on the channel. We're talking about doing a wrap on it right now. We're talking about doing a powder coat on the wheels. I think he wants to do something like Tiffany or glow in the dark powder coat for the wheels. I don't know. Andrew's a wild individual. Whatever he thinks up, just stay tuned. Just stay tuned. And now we wait until 10:30 or 11 tonight. I guess there was like a delay of some sort, so he'll have to confirm with me when he's landing. And then we'll head down to the butthole of America, Los Angeles, California, and pick him up from the LA airport and show him the truck for the very first time and see what he thinks. He's gonna hate it. He's not gonna like it one bit. I'm kidding. He'll love it. So before I forget, I'm gonna show you guys the, oh my, would you be quiet? I'm gonna show you guys the rubbing part of the setup. So does it rub? Yes, it does rub, but it only rubs if you are to dip into a driveway too hard or go off-road. Obviously, it's going to articulate the wheels up and you're gonna start hitting stuff then. So the front fender liner here, I've done a video on my channel. It's on my channel somewhere of me trimming to fit 37s. So I trimmed this guy right here because on level ground, like I was just saying, it's not gonna rub on anything, but if you start to, you know, flex the wheels up and down, whatnot, it's going to hit this guy right here when turned all the way towards the front fender liner here. But cruising on to the other side, so there's this crash bar, and we got the shadows there. You have that piece of metal right there, that triangular piece of metal right there, right? So that can be cut off, and inside of that is hollow. And let's see if I can see behind. Good enough for you guys. So yeah, there you go. If you guys cut that piece off right there, this piece behind it is flat. So you can essentially cut that guy off and then sand it down to the point of where it's like nice and flat. So this was built, like this was welded onto this piece of, essentially. So yeah, you can cut that off and then no longer have the issue of the tire rubbing on this guy right here, because as you guys can see, the wider part of the tire is right here, right? So if we do dip into a driveway or whatever, it's gonna hit that part right there, and it's super brutal because that's metal. So it's pretty aggressive, but even with that part off, you're better off removing it than not, but you're still gonna rub this guy right here. So you can cut this off, and this is further back, so you have more room, but it will still hit this guy right here. So you have to cut this guy or at least hammer it back or something. But this has to get cut off also quite a bit to avoid there being any rubbing on these 37s right here if we were to, you know, have the wheel go up and stuff like that. So another thing too is, let me crank the wheel back a little bit more. So also the skirt, to get maximum clearance, if you're like romping this thing off-road like crazy and you have these 37s on the 6-inch lift with the same, you know, offset, this is what you're looking at right here. So I feel like pretty much any offset you go with, you're gonna have the issue of it hitting the skirt right here, but it's very easy to trim this guy back right here. So you pretty much just like kind of start a line, like continue a line from the inner part of this fender flare, just go straight down with it, and just remove a good chunk of this piece right here, and then that way once this tire goes, you know, or this part of the tire makes its way up here, you're not going to hit the skirt. And then same applies for the front bumper, very easy to trim as well, and that's pretty much all there is to it. So yes, there is trimming required if you guys plan to pull in the driveways aggressively, I guess, or do some off-roading. Obviously then you have to do some trimming at the minimum on this guy right here, and then it's a good idea to trim up that fender liner right there as well. So on the way to LA now, and we're off to a slightly rough start. Been creeping behind the CHP for like Last 5 minutes now, doing a traffic break for construction up front. So yeah, we're almost there, kind of, sort of, but not really. When I thought there couldn't be any traffic this late at night, boy, was I wrong. Oh, it's LA for you guys. We're trying to find Andrew at 5D, and this looks like 5D right here. So I think I see him over there. Is that him? I think so. I think he doesn't recognize his own truck. There he is. He's smiling huge. Look at him. I thought you didn't recognize it for a second.
Big,
it's massive. You have to drive it though. You gotta drive it here.
It's so big.
Yeah, it's a big boy now, dude. How's it feel from stock to this?
It doesn't feel bad.
But it feels different, obviously.
It definitely feels a little bit stiffer.
Stiffer?
Yeah, like the factory ride. I don't know if the springs are different on the Platinum versus like the other Tundras, but it definitely floated really nice. Like you didn't feel a lot of bumps. It doesn't feel bad. It's just a little bit stiffer. I think what I was reading online about these shocks, like it's like the gradual dampening, so like they're a little stiffer, and then once you get into like the mid-range, they soften up. For a 6-inch lift, it's not bad. I thought body roll was going to be a big issue.
Well, that's why it helps having stiffer suspension too. It's really nice. It really is. It feels grounded, and the tires, for what they are too, feel pretty good, right?
Yeah,
compared to stock. You don't hear them. It's relatively quiet in here. Honestly, I hear more wind than tire.
Yeah, I don't hear any tires. That's the worst.
Yeah, dude.
It's because it's like you just hear your money being grinded away.
Something like that. Yeah.
God, dude, this tire's gonna last me 3 months.
Exactly right. Yeah, so yeah, ride's nice. I'm digging it.
Yeah, no, ride's super good.
Alrighty, so back to my truck. For those who are new to this video, new to the channel, this is my 2022 Tundra SR5 with a lot of goodies added to it. Andrew, you'll get here one day. But mine has the 37s on it also, 13.5-inch wide tires, so it's a bit of a bigger setup, and wrapped in the KPMF Gloss Verde Solaris, and a bunch of other stuff too. A lot of which I found on the yodagarage.com. That's been like the most resourceful tool. When I first bought my truck, I was shopping for a lot of stuff on Yoda Garage's website. So there's a link down below for you guys that'll take you to their website. If you guys have a Toyota or a Lexus, especially a Gen 3 Tundra, there's a lot of things you can shop for. Suspension, body armor, interior, exterior, tons of stuff. So we got a lot of stuff on my truck here. You can get the TRD Pro fender flares as well, the TRD Pro grill, and that step in the rear, and they have all kinds of stuff. I mean, the list goes on and on. So it's for you guys to shop around and see what you guys like, and build a nice list and cop what you want. So anyways, that's all I have for you guys for today. We'll catch up with Andrew sometime in the near future. Maybe have him drive my truck, comparing what he has, the M1s to the Vertex, and see what he thinks or something like that. We'll get creative, but anyways, for now, that's all I have for you guys for today. As always, hope you guys enjoyed. Click the link down below to shop Yoda Garage's website, and I'll catch you guys on the next one very soon. Till then, peace out.